What's up, guys? Welcome to the Act Space Show. Thank you so much for joining me. It's really always a pleasure having you guys with me, and I just wanted to connect with everyone and share a few things that have been on me, and just let you guys know that we're definitely still open to topic video submissions, okay? So, throughout everything that's happening in the world, it's very important to protect your peace. I wanted to just put out a little bit of insight, some positivity, and just give you several different reasons why we're here today that we're going to discuss. I know it's very tough. We're going to get into everything, but find reasons to smile, find reasons to be kind. Never forget, the inner core of what we're fighting for. Just try not to let anger consume you. It's just the fact that chronic exacerbation of oxidative stress creates free radical damage. Whew, what? That sounds like a lot. Well, let's just break that down so that everyone knows what that means. Chronic means something that happens all the time. Exasperation, something that's annoying, irritating. So always annoying, irritating. Oxidative stress. Well, what's an example of oxidative stress? Well, if you were to cut an apple or a banana or maybe an avocado and you see after a while of the oxygen in the air having contact with that item, it may turn brown, right? So that's oxidative stress. So chronic exacerbation of oxidative stress, it creates free radical damage. Well, what is free radicals? Well, it's when your cells, instead of mutating and turning into an exact replica of the original cell, it's when it does its own thing and just kind of breaks off and becomes harmful to your body in a simple way. So we just have to remember that thoughts, things, like on so many different levels, you can create free radicals, which in the long run, it does create cancer and diseases. And so we have some great scientists and scholars that have already done the research and have broken it down for us that we're being attacked on 7 different levels in an environmental health crisis. And I felt like it was very important to share this with everyone because as we're fighting, you have to remember to protect yourself. In a war, you just can't be always on the battlefield, right? In a war, we do go back to home base, we regroup, we recharge, we rejuvenate, and we go back out, right? So this is important so that we don't run ourselves dry where we can't fight anymore. And we have to be mentally equipped to fight, right? So one of the first levels is heavy metal toxicity. You can get heavy metal toxicity from the things that we eat, things that we ingest, and inadvertently as well. I'm going to run through these 7 different things because I want to make this a quick video. I don't want to drag it out for anyone that doesn't want to stay with us. But the second level will be persistent organic pollutants. That would be like chemicals, organophosphates, things like that. Opportunistic toxicity, that's viruses, bacteria, fungus. We have the coronavirus, so that is a huge opportunistic toxicity. Energetic toxicity, ambient cell phone use, radiation, microwaves, radio frequencies, electromagnetic fields. That's another way that we're fighting toxicity in our bodies. Emotional and psychological. Isn't it funny that, well, it's not funny. It's terrible that they keep replaying the videos of people that have been killed on TV just every 5 seconds on the news. Like, it's so insensitive to the families. It's so insensitive to society. Just replaying it's disgusting, okay? It's desensitizing to a nation, and it's just one of the many examples of how we're being attacked psychologically and emotionally. Also in our foods, the modernization of food production and just what we're eating, it's terrible on a mass level, and spiritual toxicity. On those 7 different levels, we really have to have our guards up and have our information at a top notch. Like, we can't slack. We can't be caught lacking in any area because these are different ways that we honestly can kill ourselves or be killed. All right, so we're kind of well into what was our 4th month of quarantine in many cities. And as we see the reopening, around the globe. That's also been controversial in itself. So, I haven't made a video about that. The internet was inundated enough with theories and ideas of where the coronavirus came from, and all now, no current concrete declarations, just more speculations. We've been told that it's possibly derived from bats in a wet meat market. However, science declares that there's no way that this virus could have been the results of natural deviation. So, with this virus having unique features and not only attacking the respiratory system, but literally every organ in the body, we're dealing with a super virus, okay? However, before we could even truly have moved out of that, we were faced with the culminating effects of centuries of systemic, institutionalized, genocidal racism. Okay? That's what we're living in right now. Just imagine this. We're literally begging the children of the murderers of Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and countless voices that have advocated for our rights to realize that we matter. It's ironic and almost foolish. They killed Martin Luther King and gave him a holiday so that corporate America can enjoy a 3-day weekend. Even in death, they reap the benefit of his life, and they have done nothing in the many years since his passing to honor his memory in actuality and in truth. You have SWAT teams and emergency first responders rather resign than stand in solidarity on the side of ethics and morality. Should they have even been offered offices to begin with? Well, listen, Black Lives is not strong enough for me. Black Lives Matter is not strong enough for me. It is merely the minimum, okay? We more than matter. We made this shit, and without us, there would be none of this. We're being lynched and killed by the dozens, okay? And we still have to plead to be seen, plead to be heard, still have to say Black Lives Matter. If you've ever been to counseling for abuse, your therapist will tell you have to take the power back from your abuser. You may not always be able to make them see you or come to terms with the trauma they've inflicted upon you, but your healing cannot be predicated on that. Your healing has to come from rebuilding your true brand, what's at your core, and what cannot be stripped away from you. That's power and royalty. That's who we are, and that's how we must carry ourselves. No longer can we beg to be seen as equals, because the truth is, we're not equal to the monsters that proliferate white supremacy. We are supreme beings being hunted for our difference. This is a short video. We're going to come back and expand on these different points, but just a drop of inspiration in a time of lost hope and despair. We are queens and kings, and never forget that. Hold your head high and be sure to come back for our new series that we're going to have ready for you guys soon. Thanks for joining us. And as you know, it's the Ask Faith Show.